What a fucking mess.
You
Oh, I can hear you now.
idiot. You idiot.
I guess I should have just hit refresh the page. I was trying to click the Rumble home button and I accidentally hit the big fucking red button instead.
Well,
Yeah.
how about that? Oy vey.
Yeah. So that was fun. See if we'll get anybody back or not. I gotta fucking go create a new link over on the fucking other thingy mabobber and shit now.
Just say you fucked up.
Well, I already said that. I literally already said that. See if this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one that's live right now. Oh, what a bummer. Let's
Oy
see here.
vey.
Indeed.
Someone kind of summed up one thing, and I can't read it out loud because it's a little bit too risky for me to read it out loud. But he summed up a little bit of the stream, and I'll just post it to you in the Discord.
Your stream or my stream?
In your in my one of the streams I'm in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I don't know if we're live or not. I can't say.
We are now.
We are now?
Yeah, we are now.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Oh.
But I would have already sent that over to you. And this is what the person commented. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's the way it goes, unfortunately, sometimes. Yeah, I literally, all I did was unplug my PlayStation controller because I was trying to find a spot. I was trying to find out where this cord was plugged into so I could pull it out. Because, I'm not very good at that kind of thing. And so I literally, all I did was unplug my PlayStation controller. And for some reason that caused a glitch in my audio or just because it was just a real weird fucking quinky dink. Rumble Studios just decided to go fucking retarded or something like that. But hey, there we go. This eccentric's back at least. There we go.
Hello. I'll start pimping your things out. Give me a minute.
Okay, yeah.
As everyone goes over and throws the blame at me.
James Cash is the curse of my presence is broken. That's right. James, it's all your fault.
Stop breaking our shit, James.
Damn it, James. It's all your fault, buddy.
What
hey, man,
always break everything.
There's a new Pal World island coming soon.
I haven't played Old Pal World yet because I haven't really had time to go over and just enjoy it. I wanted to go over and do a play-by-play with you.
Oh yeah, we need to schedule some time. Yeah, because there's like a whole new island to explore that I haven't explored yet. And then like now there's gonna have another one, and apparently the new one that's coming out. And all they said was coming soon. They didn't give us an exact date on it yet, but apparently it's gonna be like 3 times or like 5 times or 6 times the size of the one that they released last time. So yeah, and there's gonna be like a whole bunch of new monster or a whole bunch of new pets or whatever they call them that you can capture and like all of that kind of shit. So yeah, it's looking pretty neat, and I love it. Everybody thought was like, oh, they were like, oh, Nintendo's gonna shut them down and da 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 da. And Power World's like, do you have any idea how much fucking money we made off this shit? Even if this lawsuit doesn't go our way, the only place we're gonna lose being able to sell this game is in Japan. You know how small of a fucking market cap that is compared to the rest of the globe.
We don't need to conquer Britain. We can conquer the rest of the world.
Yeah, it's like fuck Japan. Like we don't need you guys. Like we've got America alone would sustain them. Like that thing doesn't have anywhere near the player count it used to, obviously. But like at the exact same time, it's like it's still obviously pumping strong. They made so much fucking money in the beginning. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? And they're not charging for anything. All these updates and everything else because it's still technically open beta. You know what I mean? So it's like all these updates are free and like everything else. So yeah.
Well, no, it's not even just that. It's just given that let's just go over and say it, Pokemon is getting lazy and it's getting fucking just biding time and eating krill. It's not actually hungry anymore. It's not striving to keep an audience or grow an audience. They think their audience is fucking big enough and they can just coast.
Right.
Pal Worlds wants to actually give more. And given that it's an entirely different IP, despite having similarities to Pokemon, it's a completely different IP.
Absolutely.
And it's allowed to do different things that Pokemon couldn't. Pokemon can't have guns. That's ridiculous.
Hell no.
But Pal Worlds
absolutely get his Blastoise.
And let's
Yeah.
use Blastoise with the water gun.
Yeah, that's about the
Um,
closest you get. Yeah.
but yeah, no, it just Pal Worlds is doing a lot more. It's taking a concept of pocket monsters and doing something very different with it. So they're just they're just mad that other people are making money off of a similar genre.
Well,
It's
it's
like,
because they beat them at their own game. That's the
yes,
thing, right? Because it was one of them things is like there's a Chinese version that's way more infringy than Power World is. But guess what?
it's
It's
not making
not
as much
very
money.
no, it's not very successful. It did not capture the cultural zeitgeist that Power World did. Because guess what? It's too close to Pokemon. Whereas Power World is Pokemon, like you said, with guns and slavery and being able to capture humans and like all this
I
other crazy adult shit that like everybody loves.
That's what everyone was like kind of joking about me when I was playing Pal Worlds is like I started going out of my way to like even though it was stupid and you shouldn't do it, I was going out of my way to
Yeah.
capture humans. So
Yeah.
I was getting a whole bunch of humans and compressing them and trying to make uber humans.
I didn't even know you could do that. See, we have to
Yeah,
go back in there and play. I had no idea you could do all that
you can
stuff.
compress.
That's
That's
great.
what I was doing. Because it's so hard to capture them. I was
They
trying
are.
my
They're a pain in
hardest.
the butt.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, and it's not that good to even bother doing it.
No.
But I was having a lot of fun doing that because they told me not to. So I was capturing a whole bunch of humans and compressing them and trying to make like this superhuman. And I was making sure I had one of every kind of type, even though all they would
Yeah.
do was like they wouldn't even use their weapon; they would just run up and try to like pistol whip people.
Right.
Um,
The
I
humans were so retarded. Apparently, the AIs have gotten a lot better when it comes to stuff like that, though.
Hopefully, but
Yeah.
I was having a whole bunch of fun, and god damn, that game was so much fun to play, especially with James Cash because James,
Yeah.
like, I have these really stupid ideas where, like, I want to make sure this thing works with this like weird area that doesn't really work with it. He's like, okay, hold on, I think I can make this work. Hold on,
Right. He's the ingenuitive one, man. He's like, I can
yeah.
make this work. I can make it happen. Yeah. See, that's what we see. It's more fun if we're all playing with each other. Like, it's kind of boring if I'm just running around and doing it. Cause, like, at least if we're playing with each other, we can like talk shit. Even if we're doing like boring things like mining resources and shit like that, at least we can be like talking shit and like having banter and stuff like that, you know? So, yeah. We need
I
to.
would say it's not even so much as like a boring stuff because all of that I do enjoy just doing it solo and not having anyone around. It's hard to do that and entertain an audience. So when you have
That's
a
my
whole bunch
point.
of people
Yeah.
with you,
Yeah.
um,
That's because I don't, you know, yeah, if I'm going to play video games, I'm going to come out here and stream them, right? You know, because like, you know, most of the games I've got, it's because people have bought them for me and stuff like that. So it's like one of those things like, if I'm going to play a game, I'm going to come out here and play with y'all. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how I am with that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's not the 6 hours laying in bed, playing on my PlayStation anymore. It's 6 hours out here on the stream, sitting in this comfy chair, bullshitting and yelling at all of y'all while y'all talk shit as I die every time. You're worse than my kids. It's great.
stop dying.
Yeah, exactly. When
Here's your
fucking
bowler
nerd died
hat, and
again.
here's your room in Pal World. I
Yeah,
hope you
yeah,
like
that's
it.
great.
We
That
took
was
the one
great.
asshole who was kind of a cunt and replaced his room with a bathroom and threw in like some back end of the fortress. He fucking sucked.
Dude, that shit was great because there was like toxic waste and shit in there too. I don't even know where you guys found toxic waste. It was
Dude,
fucking
I
great.
loved it. I loved it so fucking much. I'm
It
like,
was so,
fuck that guy.
dude, it was so glorious. That was absolutely fucking great. That was absolutely fucking great. So, all right, boys and girls, sorry about the boo boo. Hell, I think we got more of a variety of people in here now after the boo boo than we did before the boo boo. So, hey, shout out to boo boos. God's happy little miracles. So, yeah, boys and girls, we're gonna check. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We'll give you that fabulous little intro. I don't know if Mr. Grant's gonna be here or not. You know, he's still embedded in the emu wars are very hot right now, especially with Biden deciding to fund the emus out there against the Australian rebels that are our dear sweet Mr. Grant Gregory, just like Biden does all that kind of stuff everywhere else out there. So, you know, it's going to be rough. I'm sure once Trump comes into office, though, those emos will get squashed quickly and everything will be okay with Mr. Grant Gregory after that. So we'll just have to pray for him right now. Keep strong, boys and girls. Send your care packages to the emus, the emu resist. I mean, no. I mean, the Australian resistance against the emus. Don't send money to the emus. That would be bad. So yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another wonderful edition of When Who Was Good. Now let's check out that beautiful intro, baby. In the heart of the cosmos, I don't know why. Time and space. I don't know why it does it. Did it feel like it started too soon, or was that just me?
It's absolutely you're starting it just fine. You ended a little bit too early, so just like count to like 10. after you
Well, I
see
don't
it.
end it. It just ends automatically on its own. I don't do anything. I don't know. It's weird. Rumble
Mm.
Studios, fix your shit.
In the heart of the cosmos, where time and space collide, the Doctor and his TARDIS forever to glide. From the streets of London to the far edges of space, with Rose, Martha and Donna, through time they chase. Daleks and their fury, Cybermen, steel and cold, the mysteries of Bad Wolf, stories untold. To the planet of New Earth and the fires of Pompeii, through the shadows of the vast, and thereafter they find their way. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show where the universe was at their command, Jesse, the common nerd with a vision so bright, guiding through the episodes into the night. The maiden sunker with insights to unveil, and Mr. Grant Gregory with lore to irrigate. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a take universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime. A Sakurax invasion and the last Dalek stand, with the Doctor at Kobayashi and undone. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a take universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime.
So, all of time and space.
You may have to edit the video just a little bit because it cuts off a little bit too soon.
That's weird, and I don't know why. It's got to be something. It's something to do with Rumble Studios. It's not on our end. I got one other option I could do, but I don't think that would work very well. But either way, boys and girls, welcome to another wonderful edition of When Who Was Good. It probably looked just fine for all of you out there. It probably just looks retarded on our back end because that's normally how it looks. Our back end always looks retarded because hey, welcome to When Who Was Good, boys and girls. Another fabulous edition of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all had a very wonderful. Well, I guess the holiday was the week before, but either way. We're all back off the holiday. We're back off the holiday weekends. We're all back into full flow of things again. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back here for another edition, a wonderful edition of When It Was Good. Last week, we had dinosaurs on a spaceship. All right. It's this incredibly kind of plot holy episode, but it's a lot of fun and it's ridiculous and it's over the top. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need out of a good Doctor Who episode. It doesn't always have to be smart. Sometimes it's just dumb fun.
I just
really
still
enjoyed
want
that dumb
episodes
fun.
and shit with Nefertiti and the big game hunter running off and having adventures.
I think that would be like an epic spinoff that they need to do in so many different places. That'd be a great Big Fish or Big Finish or whatever the hell it is, the Big Fish Studios or whatever the guys who do all the audio dramas are, whatever those guys are. That'd be something a fun little series for them to do. Because I bet you those actors would love to come back and do that if they weren't super busy or something. Because I don't know if the guy, he does a few things here or there, but I don't see him a lot.
He's a semi-famous. But I don't remember the girl being in a lot of stuff.
No, I don't remember ever seeing her. But she might be one of those just kind of local British kind of actresses because that shit happens a lot with them. So they have a lot of those kinds as well. So, but yeah, a lot of fun. So Sunker, are we good for 2 episodes tonight? right?
Let's see
Yes.
what
Okay, good.
how episode
Okay.
1 treats me. And you know what? If it every time I bow out, I will always show up for Creature Commandos. That's gonna be
Oh
the
yeah,
deal
that's gonna happen either way. But anyway, well, we've got a fun little. It's only one episode. It's only 30 minutes. Okay, don't get mad at me.
It's only 30 minutes of a poker up your ass. Yeah, it's not that much.
Hey, at least it's
Oi.
not a pie. Hey, man, there are people that pay for that kind of stuff out here in the world. Okay, so I don't knock
I
it
ain't
until you
one of
try
them.
it. I guess I don't know. Yeah, no, me neither. Definitely not. Definitely not paying for that kind of stuff at all. So yeah, no, that's a little out of my comfort zone anyway. But yeah, boys and girls, that's what we're up to this evening. I appreciate all of you guys being here. We are gonna get into it this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And if anybody does want to do a little bit of like a $50 shot thing, I do have a little whiskey. I do have a little bit of whiskey. Sunker's got a little bit of wine tonight, so we can probably play a little bit of that as long as we don't go too crazy, at least not until like the second episode where it's Torchwood and then she doesn't care anymore. She'd rather be blitzed out and thrown in Torchwood anyway. But boys and girls, as always, we can do the Get Common Nerdstone, $20 dabs, $50 edibles, all of that kind of fun stuff as well. We do appreciate that. Direct donations are a great way, but any donation is always appreciated as always because it all helps keep the grease flowing between our gears, boys and girls. And speaking of something that keeps things flowing between my gears, let's go ahead and say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. This eccentric with the bees in the chat. Good to see you, this eccentric. And as always, a friendly reminder, boys and girls, if you are over there on YouTube, if you do want to watch the full show, please jump over to Rumble because of YouTube's little bots and all of that kind of stuff. They don't understand what fair use actually is. So my mods are dropping the links over there, but please join us over there for the full show. Whether you're watching this on the replay, if you are watching this on the replay, follow us over there on Rumble at The Common Nerd, where you can find all of these shows in their entirety out there, as well as our watch along and review of Creature Commandos, which our dear sweet Sunker Maiden was on there for that as well. So all that kind of stuff, plus all of our videos come out first over there on Rumble as well, most of the time, 99.9% of the time. So go check us over there on Rumble over at The Common Nerds, which I think we just crossed 1,040, which is really cool. It's growing out of nowhere all of a sudden for some reason. So I don't know if it's Dr. Disrespect coming in or if it's like just they finally getting their algorithm sorted and we're starting to gain stuff. But that's actually kind of slowly growing on its own over there. So shout out to whatever's going over there on Rumble. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Rumble.
But YouTube's growing too. We're like at 1460 or 1465 or something. So speaking of YouTube, there's our dear sweet friend John Washburn. Good to see you, John. Glad you made it in. There you go. I love that the emojis work now, though. That is great. And so we get the dancing little pug. I love the dancing little pug. I love the dancing little pug. It's great. James Cash, one of our very fine channel subscribers over on the Rumble side of the house, says the curse of my presence has broken another stream. I probably was.
Oh no!
All your fault.
No, James. Actually, I did have a little bit of fun with James. Another Discord channel. Oh yes, another Discord channel that's actually called the Fellowship. They're trying to do a whole bunch of linkage stuff and all that noise. It's not the Fellowship, but it's a Fellowship. Right. And we ended up watching. Me, James, and a couple other folk ended up watching Die Hard. So that was
nice.
It was beautiful, and everyone agreed it's a Christmas movie. Anyone who says it isn't, they don't know what they're talking about. Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie.
Well, and I've listened to these arguments a lot because I've only seen Die Hard like a couple of times, right? Like I'm not a huge Die Hard fan. The movies are fun. I enjoy them. It's just I like wizards and sorcerers and spaceships, and like that's just my thing. That's what I'm into. Yeah. Okay, right? I'm a nerd. Okay, fuck me, sue me. But it's one of those things. It's like so. Right. Yeah, the wife's in the chat. We're gonna get to her too. But it's one of those situations where it's like I get the arguments, like, right, he would not be there if it wasn't for it was Christmas time and he's going to see his kids, right? And so I get that I could completely and totally get that argument, and there's Christmas decorations and everything else, and just because Santa's not running around and stuff like that, I totally get the argument. You know what I mean? I don't really, like I said, I don't have a it's not my monkey, not my circus kind of situation. You know what I mean? I don't have a dog in the fight.
You're playing Switzerland.
Well, it's just I just don't care, but I think it's funny shit to let people argue over it. But if you really had to ask me, I'd go like, well, yeah, I'm siding with Epic Mike. Like, yeah, it's a Christmas movie because he's the filmmaker, not me. You know what I mean? So he knows better about storytelling than I do. So it's one of those things like the whole movie is predicated on the fact that it has to be during Christmas time, right? The movie cannot exist at any other time. So that's what just makes most sense.
That was the jokes we were making. It was just like, I don't know, like when one of the people was being a smartass and going, we're saying like, I know it could be Thanksgiving and the Thanksgiving party, and so like one joke I made when we were watching it is just like when it's just like the very titular line, like now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho. And it was like, yeah, if it was Thanksgiving, it would say, now I have a machine gun, gobble gobble, motherfucker. So
I mean, I would kind of argue that like 4th of July, some of those lines would work. It's like, it's like 1776, bitch, and fucking instead of ho, 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 like I think that would have worked.
I don't think that would work at all. No, it'd be ridiculous. But the biggest thing that we were all just like, was when they did a very great scene where they shot the Nakatomi building at that upward thing, and you can see the gas prices. Right next to it.
Oh, the good old days.
And we were screaming. It's like 74 cents a gallon. It's like, wow!
Dude, I remember when my grandma got mad when it broke $1.20. Okay, when I was in high school, I was still getting gas for like 95, 96 cents out in the country. Well, I remember I wasn't driving at the time, but I remember it being that in the small town where we had property that we used to go to every weekend. We'd fill up out in Holden because it would be 10 cents cheaper in Holden than it was in town. So yeah, we were still able to get gas for under $1 a gallon. And then after all the fucking shit kicked off in like 2004, 2005, like it never fucking went back down like that, because that was everybody's cheap thing, was road trips, because gas was always fucking cheap, and all that went the wayside. So yeah, fuck that shit. James Cash, there's not a whole lot more on the current new island, but goes to level 55 now. Yeah, well, and that's one of the things that's cool. I haven't even got to explore the new island all that much, but the newest island is supposed to be like 6 times as big or some shit like that. So yeah. Darth Dave, what's going on, buddy? I think Darth Dave's a supporter over on Kick, if I remember correctly. But good to see you, Darth Dave. Either way, Darth Dave's a great friend. Hail, friends. Good to see you, Darth Dave. He likes to show up for our Bible studies sometimes, too. He's a good dude. We like Darth Dave. James Cash says, all our shit is still there, and I made some resource farms. Excellent. See? That works out even better.
Like, James, it's still the original, building?
I checked into it. I went into it like a couple of months ago because I sent him a message. I was like, is our server still going? He's like, as far as I know. He's like, I'm out of town right now, but you can check. And I went in and played for like 6 hours, and everything's still fucking there. Everything's still up and running.
Stupid little building and me making everything look nice. It's still there. That's
that's all.
My little room above the bar is still there.
There you go. I love that. Darth Dave's like, I never actually opened Power World, but I got the game sadly. Well, maybe Darth Dave will have to bring you into. Maybe we'll have to.
We get you a room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we can make you a room, and we can make you a room. I mean, we'll have to clear it with James because technically it's his server, but I'm sure James would be perfectly fine with that. But yeah, we could totally make you a room. You can come in. You can be like me and be a spoiled bitch and walk into everything completely and totally done for you. You get a mount and everything. Dude, Jim Bone was so mad at me when I was playing with you guys. He's like, you didn't have to do shit. You already had everything handed to you.
As soon as he logged in, I'm like, okay, hi, come in. Like, here's the bar. Here's the amazing tavern area. If you need food, all the food's over here. You don't even need to worry about it. Everything's cooking, and James is making sure all the food's set up, and everyone's making sure everything's set up. And here's where all the other rooms are. You can go over and pick which one's not occupied, and here's all the clothing stuff, and here's a bowler hat. So go have fun.
Had the bowler hat ready and waiting for me. That was fucking great. I loved it. That was so great. Oh, so much fun. See, that's what I'm saying. It's more fun when everybody else is in there because we can have more fun running around and screwing around together.
And you can just be little shitters.
Absolutely. Yeah. True Survivor Cinema. What's going on? I see. There you go. Look at the dancing Mariah Carey emoji. Oh my God. That's hilarious. It is Christmas.
Santa,
hey,
why?
I do have a Santa Claus hat in the background as well as the fez, both as well. You can't really see the fez because we're not widescreen right now. Actually, you can see the fez. You can't see my skull with the Santa Claus. When we go down on the bottom, you'll be able to see the Santa Claus hat. But I'll wear funny hats for donations like we've done in the past too. I've got a fez and a Santa Claus hat both. So shout out to all you guys who want to see me wear a dumb hat.
That's all I got.
Hey, there you go. Sunker's got a pirate hat. Arr, it's all about the booty. Your Patriot nerds. This is Hail the Common Nerd. Sunker made in chat. I have you peeps on YouTube for the intro, as Sunker can be up front and forward. I think he meant YouTube on the TV. I think is what he probably meant. I think it's probably what he meant. There you go. I love it. Captain Have Fun. What's going on, buddy? Good to see
Hello.
you, man. Glad you made it in, Captain Have Fun. Do you know there's a TARDIS mode for Farming Simulator 25? It's a trailer mod that allows them to be bigger. That is awesome. I love that, Darth Dave. Doctor Who is everywhere. The TARDIS is everywhere. Parathis, a.k.a. Lavistro, another one of our fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble, says, fun fact, there's 10 people watching, but only one like. That implies Who was never good. You hush your mouth, Parathis. You hush your mouth. Better smash that like button. I love it. Darth Dave's like, I sent my money to the Emu Warriors. What, you wanted? What, you wanted the Resistance? Dang it. Whoopty. Oh, well, it happens. It's all right. Next week you can switch sides. It'll be okay. Cool, Captain Have Fun. Clean his pool filter. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Darth Dave says, well, one of your back ends looks nice and fine. I will, I will agree with you, Darth Dave. Yeah, that's true. I got some new gray sweatpants kind of little thing going on. So yeah, I find because it's gotten cold down here. Well, it's gotten cold down here. It's like 55 degrees outside. So it gets cold out in this garage, especially with the wind. So like I had to get some pants and some socks. I got like I even got Doctor Who socks on tonight. So yeah, it's freaking great.
Are you one of those freaks that wear socks with sandals?
No. I don't even own sandals. I only own flip-flops. So yeah, no, I'm not that. Like, no, I would never go out in public like the way I'm currently dressed. That would never happen. You guys can't see me from other than the waist up, so it works out perfectly. You guys don't even know if I'm wearing pants or not.
You're kind of sporting thrift shop attire from the waist down.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. It's like you would see this at Walmart, except it would be a big baggy t-shirt instead of the button up I'm wearing now. So yeah, there you go. Fun fact: Jesse's back end is retarded because Jesse took the short bus to school. Sunker, she's Californian. I can't pick on her. I'll get canceled.
That's right.
Oh, I love it. Can't culture. You have no power anymore. Oh, hell yeah.
No power here.
Yeah, Captain
Gray.
That's right, exactly. Oh yeah, I will drive you out like poison from a wound. I love it. Draw you out like poison from a wound. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Captain Have Fun's got a bunch of the Big Finish stuff. He loves that stuff. That's awesome. Big Connor Haim, Inspector in Sherlock. The only thing I've seen him in. Oh, Big Hunter Game. Oh yes, he was the Inspector in Sherlock. That's right. He was great in Sherlock. I loved that. Yeah, he was the detective in Sherlock, and so he was the one that he was always like. He's always the one that's having to deal with Sherlock.
I don't believe you, Sherlock. How dare.
Dude, when he was doing that very first episode where it's the conference, they're in the conference room and they're trying to give a news conference, and like Sherlock's taken over like everybody's text messaging system and is like countermanding everything the cops saying, and he's just like, how does he do that? It was just perfect chef's kiss intro to Sherlock.
That's actually something I dislike in some way, because of how Sherlock is in old BBC. I know they have to go over and revamp and make everything nice.
Right.
But there was actually a scene in old BBC Sherlock where it does bring up Sherlock going over and giving a younger cop what for, because he's like, "Oh, you're just a fucking guy who's just in it for the glory and to make fame and money and all this stuff." It's like, excuse me, the only reason why out of all the cases I helped with the British police, I have taken credit for 5. There's actually very much more I went over and helped them with. Hi, Cat.
Sounds like, yeah. Hi, honey. Go ahead.
Hi. And it like he goes over and like he dresses the guy down. Like, I don't blame you for this. You're young. Now let me help you. Just like that, very much. The whole point is just like, I'm not doing this for money, motherfucker. I'm doing this because this is a crime and it needs to get solved.
Yep. Yeah. No, exactly. And yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I liked it a lot. Yeah. See, there you go. Even the wife agrees. Yes. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. See, there you go. Yeah. Die Hard. Oh yeah, that's right. Captain Have Fun. The Die Hard building is just down the street from me. That's right. John McClane as Santa. There you go. I wonder if the Christmas episodes will be good this year. I've got some ideas for that. So I forced my chat to watch the trailer with me on Thursday because I'm an evil sadistic bastard. That's why I was like, if I'm going to watch this, all of you fuckers are watching this with me too. And since we reviewed it, I put it out on YouTube on Saturday. It's only gotten like 6 views. But that shows you how much interest there is in Doctor Who. But they actually let me get away with it. Disney didn't copyright claim me for it. So I was like, fuck this. I'm putting that shit out there.
It's just like, even not knowing anything, just knowing that it's Neo Who and just knowing it's still shitty, it's still that the stupid blonde lady, it's still the same stupid writers.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can only imagine what they would do to Christmas. And I knew they would fuck it up.
I like that, Parathas. See, there you go. The book says so. The book says so.
Oh.
Jesse doesn't care about arguing about it. He cares about Christmas. Exactly. I love Christmas. I love Christmas. New Year's party, just post Christmas. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, New Year's party would be great.
I love Christmas more than Halloween. I don't know why people like
I prefer Halloween over Christmas.
Halloween's like the party thing, but Christmas is the more wholesome, the more retrospective, the more just fulfilling holiday versus Halloween, where it's just like, let's go party.
Yeah. Well, I just like all the spooky stuff. Like we like going to haunted houses and checking out everybody's decorations. Like we've had a lot of neighbors that would like literally turn their front yards into like haunted houses you could like walk through and shit. So
we had one of those
like,
this year. We had one of those people. They did one of those like little module haunted houses, and my niece was too scared. She's like, I can't. Like, I'll go with you. It's okay. Like, no.
Well, after we moved back in June, we now know of 2 houses that do that because we found another one over near where the new house is that does something like that on a similar scale as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I love they literally turn their driveways or their front yards into a haunted house, and I'm like, that is the coolest shit ever. Like that's so fucking cool. I love that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, Grim, AK and back. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. The golden nerd bitch of power. See, look, there's that jealous bitch ass I was talking about. The golden nerd bitch of power. What's up, Tim Bone?
No, he's golden boy. No, we just, he played the handicap mode.
I definitely played the handicap mode. I definitely did. Zombie Box Reviews. What's up, buddy? It peaked with series 2. The Sherlock. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I still loved all of it, but yeah, I will agree with you on that.
Like the one thing I did like was learning about the most dramatic I found. It wasn't Sherlock Holmes with Adelaide. It was learning about Watson and learning the truth about Watson's wife.
I know.
Where it's just like, oh, you had such skill. You could have killed me any which way. You shot me in the way that wouldn't kill me. And to go over and do that flip side, sorry for spoilers, but do that flip side where it's not him in the chair, it's Watson in the chair. And she
that was
accidentally shot her own husband. It's just like, And that great line is just like, okay, who's in the chair? Like, what, my lying wife know who's in the chair right now.
Yep.
The client.
Yep. Oh no, such good shit. Such good shit. That series is so fucking good, dude. And like the worst part is we'll probably never get a series 4 because those 2 are so fucking busy with other projects right now. It sucks because Gatiss gets asked about it all the fucking time. And he's like, I would love to. He's like, just those guys are too fucking busy, man. They are way too busy.
Also, they were kind of messing it up towards the end and being too,
got a little sideways.
They were being too, like, even with the blackmailer one where it's just like, you can't get the evidence. The evidence is in my head. It's like, so you have no evidence. The Mind Palace thing. Yeah, so like, it's a massive Mind Palace. So you can't get into it. It doesn't exist, motherfucker, so you can't actually do anything.
At this point, they need all the help they can get. What's up, Peter Venkman fan site? What's going on, Venkman's girl? What's going on, Venkman's girl? Good to see you. Zombie Box Reviews. The only thing I was thinking about with the Christmas special is making Sunker get really, really drunk and with me and watch it. That's the only thing I was thinking. That's the only thing. That's the only way we were going to, because trust me, that's the only way I could get through the 60th anniversary specials. Yeah. So that was the only thing I was thinking I'd force
those were terrible. I like briefly remember that because that was when I was drowning in alcoholism before I had to do my little bit of sober streak.
Right.
That was terrible. It was just the worst.
Yeah, it's probably true. That's probably true.
That was true, James. I was too scared. I can't handle scary stuff.
Oh yeah, Dragling's still yeah. See, the 4-year-old was a little scared, but she ended up going through it with everybody else. But all the rest of the kids loved it. So yeah.
And the funny is, my niece who didn't want to go in, she's actually into all the creepy stuff too. She just couldn't go into the haunted house.
Just couldn't do the haunted house, huh? That's freaking great. May contain traces of seafood. What's going on, buddy?
I didn't want to go in without my girl boss murder army.
That's right. That's right. All right. My pinning stuff's going retarded. Is that pin still up for you?
Nope.
Oh, it's gone? Okay. So, now it went. It's just being slow on the back end today. It happens. Let's see. May contain traces of seafood. What's going on, buddy? Says Sunk wasn't scared, almost as if she's a girl boss murder babe. No comment. No comment. Yes, absolutely, honey. I want to make it the house so gory that the cops get called. Exactly.
Jesus.
That's exactly the
I
goal.
do not trust you with
That's
a haunted
exactly.
house, you motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Oh, it'd be great. 10 likes, 8 views. Are you telling me Sunker was never that good? Yes, that's exactly what it is.
I was never
That's
that
exactly
good.
what it is.
Who's
Yeah,
the
there
man
you
for
go.
assuming he was?
There you go. Moffat is writing like a kid online with their parents' credit card. Doesn't plan ahead, but starts a lot of things.
Yes.
That's a great
what?
description. That's a great
Home
description.
Alone, so that kind of worked out.
Yeah, I did. I mean, yeah. I mean, they were really successful. So yeah. Yeah, that's a good point too. So, all right, boys and girls. Well, we've got a fun little episode. Do we want to torture Sunker with Torchwood first, or should we give her the Doctor Who
I
episode
don't know.
first?
Do you want me to be coherent for Doctor Who or not?
That's a good point. We got to be coherent for Doctor Who then. That's right. That's a good point.
Hi, Kyle.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, 18. Yeah, 10 likes, 18 views. Well, yeah, because you edited the wrong one the first time. But yeah, we've always got a little bit more views than actually everybody watching too. Kyo Saber, what's up, buddy? Glad you made it in as well. Good to see you. My back end's being really slow, so
He's gonna
it's hard for
DM
me
a
to highlight
game
for
for
him.
me. I'm very excited about it.
Oh, that'll be fucking cool. Hell yeah, I'll have to figure
It's
out
a
a way to see if I
private
can tune
game,
in.
but it allows me to give a little closure for a character I made because other DMs were nice to it. So
Right.
I'm gonna be able to say, at least give not a swan song, but like give a nice little hurrah for a character I made.
Oh yeah. Well, that'll be good. That'll be good. That'll be therapeutic for everybody. It'll be great. It'll be great. Yes, good to see you, Kyle Saber. Torture first, pleasure afterwards, says Parathis.
You're not my Dom, Carathis.
That's right. You and if, I mean, if you really had to make a decision outside of just the panel doing a decision, then you'd have to do donations or something like that. So you're stuck. You're stuck with what we get here. You're stuck with what we
We're
get.
giving you the sweet before the sour.
That's right. All right. Hold on. I'm gonna have to refresh my thingy because my back end's being slow. So Sunker, hold on the fort for a second.
No. He's horrible, and I hate it when he goes over and forces me to do this. All right, hello, everyone. Are you ready for Doctor Who? The last episode we went over and did was the dinosaurs on a spaceship. It was a kooky episode where it was, I think, one of the main points of dinosaurs on a spaceship was showing how kind of done Amy and Rory were with the Doctor. Not done as in they were done with him, but they were done with traveling. They had their fill of travel. Their travel days are kind of over. And there are other people who want to travel with him, like Rory's dad. I would have loved a whole bunch of episodes with Rory's dad, but we didn't get that. Again, it's a little bit sad because Rory is the perpetual person who gets cucked in a lot of time, and a lot in terms of story development, because he went through a lot, and it's very interesting that a guy who had his dad go on a Doctor Who adventure with him kind of got the least amount of development. So I found that very, very interesting that they were so focused on Nefertiti and the Big Game Hunter and Amy and the Doctor, and the people who kind of had the most kind of unique dynamic, we have no idea what it was Rory and his dad. And at the end of the episode, we still don't know, other than Rory's dad didn't like traveling, and then after being like shock exposed to the entire world, decided he wanted to go traveling again. So that was the end of that episode. It was an okay episode. It wasn't terrible. It was just okay.
That's fair. Absolutely fair. That's fair. It was a sport, good sir. Rory's
And
dad
yes,
was
Mr.
a part of Xmas. Yeah. Yeah, Rory's
Mr.
dad was
Weasley-
great.
Mr. Weasley would have been an amazing companion. Just a
Oh, yeah.
couple, just like 1 or 2 episodes with him. It would have been fun as fuck.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. It would have been great. He would have been great. He would have been great. So, all right. So yeah, no, I get you. Like I said, I think it was just a fun, stupid episode. But yeah, if you try to analyze it too hard, then yeah, it's fucking it's kind of dumb.
Well, it's just even the flow of it was kind of off. It was just like there was no need to have Nefertiti other than she was a better buy-in, which you could actually do that better with, like, you could just pull that up with the Doctor. Except they're saying like the Doctor didn't exist and all that noise, but that doesn't make it was dumb. It's Moffat covering his own ass over something he accidentally created. So
That's true. That is absolute facts. It's absolute facts. But it happens. It happens. It's like popcorn episode. You know, 7 out of 10. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 because it's fun. I'll give it a 7. I'll be nice.
I'll give
7
it
out
a
of 10 'cause it's
6.5. It's not as bad as a 6, but it's not quite a 7. I have to put on a little bit more blinders to enjoy it.
If I can say it's at least a fun episode, I'll give it a 7. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
You know, so if at least I had fun. If I had to, like, you know, if it's just okay, you know what I mean? Yeah, you're starting to get down into the toilet levels. You're starting to get down to the toilet levels. So you got to think about it. Like a 7's like only a 70%. That's like a C. You know what I mean? It's a C in class. That's a C in school. So yeah. Anyway, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Doctor Who season 7, episode 3, A Town Called Mercy. So for all of you there on YouTube, we're going to give you a little tease. Just give you a little tease. You can enjoy it a little bit. Just a tip, just to see how you like it. And if you like it, you got to come over to Rumble at the Common Nerd. All right, that's it. That's all you get. No, I'm just kidding.
When I was a child, my favorite story was about a man who lived forever.
Yeah,
His eyes were
damn.
heavy with the weight of all he'd
I know. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, if you didn't get it, yeah, A Town Called Mercy. Like, if you know anything about like Old West stories and stuff like this is like right in line with all that kind of stuff. So this is like the perfect little intro for that kind of thing too. So yeah, it's definitely one of those kind of stories.
seen. A man who fell from the stars.
Whoa! What was that? We don't know. We have no idea, but it's blowing things up. So there you go. All right. YouTube, as always, it's been fun. We love you, but your bots are stupid and you need to get them fixed. So for all of you guys out there, it's been fun, but come join us over there on Rumble, boys and girls. Come join us over on Rumble.